You'll never escape me. My enhanced targeting will destroy any enemy that stands in my way. You'll stand no chance against my lightning reflexes. You'll be unable to target me, regardless of the weapon. My lightweight armor makes me lethal. I am agile and can sustain significant damage. Once I'm armed with my Reaper blades, I'll reap your energy until nothing remains. Who am I? Cyber, a warborn, and I will vanquish you.
Step into our universe with the Vanquishers TCG. Get exclusive access by joining our community at www.vanquisherstcg.com. Select a hero, equip weapons and armors, and vanquish your enemy.
What's going on, Vanquishers? Charlie here. We are back with another State of the Game. We want to say welcome to everybody that's tuned in tonight. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to come check us out. We do got quite a few updates. We want to update everybody in our community about the progress of this game. But before we get started, we want to introduce all the developers behind this project of the Vanquishers TCG. My name is Charlie. I am the creator and one of the developers behind this wonderful project. Mr. Jason stepped away. He's usually next, but he'll be on. Hopefully he meets us on the lineup. But Jose can go ahead and take the floor. Go ahead, Jose.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, I am Jose. I'm the Vanquishers web and app developer, Vanquishers TCG. You know who I am. You know what I be. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, Vanquishers? I am the game balancer. Let's go.
Mr. Game Balancer. Ooh, he got a hat on today. Okay. Hold on. I think we got a guest appearance today. He finally came back. Here we go.
What y'all doing out waiting for me, man? Y'all, it's crazy, man. Y'all
Mr. Jason, let these people know that are tuned in who you are, what you doing for this project, man.
Man, my name is Jason.
Hey, you should have hit that bell icon, Jason.
I did hit the bell icon. I'm one of the people that made the bell icon.
Hey, that's epic, bro. Last two State of the Games, he hit me with that. Yo, that's pretty jacked up, Brandon. But he consistent, though.
I'm the behind the scenes to make it clean. I'm the one that makes the dream work with the team work. I'm the one here for my mans and them and my team. Thank you, everyone that's here. Let's get it.
All right. So what we typically cover on our State of the Games, every State of the Game, we go ahead and cover our our social media network, our web and app and updates, and then of course our digital gameplay and physical card game updates. So we're gonna go ahead and travel right through this without wasting any more time. Or not even so much wasting. I hate saying waste because, you know, we don't waste time. We share time, right? So, Mr. Jason, let's go ahead and fill in our community on the social media and networks. I believe you sent me something on Discord. Look, while you're going through that, let me double check my panel here.
I didn't send it yet.
Oh, you didn't send it yet.
I will send it in a minute. We'll do it after I get done. We'll talk about what I need to talk about with everybody. So what's going on, everyone? Thank you for being here tonight. It is after Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday in the whole world. I hope you guys had a good time with your family. Hope you had a good time with your friends. So to talk about today, just so everybody knows what's going on, we've been on the back end doing a lot of work and getting things connected, the dots. We're also playing the waiting game in a lot of ways for the product to get in. The real cool part is once I send it over to Charlie, he'll probably show it on his part of the announcements for tonight, because I need a little moment to put everything together, send it to you guys for him to show you. But want to just say, friends and family, community, that's something that's so important to us. And someone we want to shout out for the community is Moonside, man. He's in our Discord. He actually did a home tournament with his friends. He invited 8 people to come and play Vanquishers. I think maybe one of them test played with him before, but the rest were all brand new to Vanquishers.
Hey, I'm going to be perfectly honest, man. When I was tuned into that video, they seemed very experienced. I mean, these guys definitely know how to play card games.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're in our Discord, you could scroll up. There's pictures posted of them all playing and everything set up. They actually did stream it as well. So if you want to watch the stream, it was streamed on Twitch, so you could watch the stream of the gameplay that they did. And the really cool thing about it all is more what it created was more feedback, which we love feedback. Like I tell Two-Lanes all the time, break our game, and I know he's ready to as soon as he get cards in hand. So break the game. We tell everybody break the game. Right now is the point in play and play. A lot of metas are being built of different heroes, and it's funny. One week it'll be like this person made this meta of this hero, and then the next week another person comes and all of a sudden the meta of another hero is destroying that one.
Yeah,
and it's just going back and forth.
Yeah, they're building counter meta builds or like or trying to build a whole different type of build that eventually ends up shaking up the metas. It's crazy.
Yep. And then there's like people who try to make a Raskin build that think they got the best one, but they haven't played my Raskin build.
Jason, keep the gloves up, bro. Keep the gloves up.
Life, they're gonna have to live that life. They can live in fantasy land, but they ain't ready for all that. But yeah, so it's been great, and shout out to Moonside for taking the time during the holidays with his close friends and family to play the game and show the game. And out of that came also more people that want to get the game. So that's a beautiful combo of all those kind of things. The feedback was there, the gameplay was there, and more people want to play the game. And that's the most important thing that it comes down to, is playing the game for us. But just with that being said, because we didn't go the route most TCGs go, they show a lot of shiny cards. Their gameplay might not be there, but gameplay was there for us first. And now the shiny cards are coming. And don't worry, we got some crazy foils coming. We got some stuff that's top secret that the printers are saying they've never done for a TCG before.
Is that one a G16 classified? Because we already did the 14 and 15.
Listen, we going from, what is it, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. We're H classified right now. We're not even in the G classification.
Not even the G. G's already evolved. We already used the G too much.
Yeah, H is for hollow.
Ooh, I like that.
That was good.
You know what I mean? So, I promise you guys, shiny cards are coming. The other cool thing, we announced it a few times already, but just to like clarify a little bit more so everybody knows, so you guys are aware, the booster boxes are all going to have box toppers that are playable cards that are also, they could be gold foil, they could be silver foil, they could be hollow foil, and it's one of every card in the set. So there's going to be a certain amount of gold foil set. At this point, the gold foil set is probably only going to be 3 of 150 cards set. So there's going to be 3 different sets that people can chase just by opening the box. You'll get one of the cards that are gold foil. There's also going to be silver. We haven't finalized how many silver and how many of the regular hollow foil are going to be on the box toppers, because obviously you guys understand those are going to be a little bit less rare as the gold, right? So we'll announce what the final numbers on those are soon. But every box will have one of those as a box topper, which is a playable card still, so you could still throw it in your deck and play with it. I don't know if you'll want to. If you get one of the gold ones, I think the gold ones you might want to keep in a sleeve, in a case, in a binder, in a safe. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But that's something's going to happen. Also, another thing that we're going to also have is on the inside of the booster boxes. There's going to also be most likely a QR code. Either it's going to be a sticker on there or it's going to be a printed on the box. It just depends on what we finalize. But it's going to be a QR code in there where you have a chance to win an uncut sheet. You have a chance to win tokens on the website, or you have a chance to get a discount on your next order through our website. So you'll have those 3 options possibly in those booster boxes. We'll announce how many uncut sheets we will have set up for that, so everybody is aware. And then we will go from there. But it's something we wanted to do for everybody. And just so you guys know, our uncut sheets that we're getting aren't just uncut sheets pulled from the production line. These are uncut sheets that were test sample prints that they did before we even gave them the okay to do the print. So these are like pre production line test uncut sheets that they pulled to the side for us, because initially we weren't going to do uncut sheets, but I was like, hey, if you can get any uncut sheets, go ahead and pull some for us if you can, and all that kind of stuff. So uncut sheets are going to be an option, and everybody has a chance. If you get a box, you have a chance to win an uncut sheet. And we'll announce how many total ones we have, because the thing is, they're kind of like mixed match. So some of them are some of the full silver uncut sheet, some of them are full gold uncut sheet, some of them are the full, you know what I mean? And just so you guys are aware, with uncut sheets, it's usually only about 55 cards per sheet. Our printer only does 55 cards per sheet. But when we get a total number of how many sheets and what the different ones are, as the time goes on, we will be releasing those for people to win, and giveaways to win in different, releases that we have during the year and stuff like that. So we're doing the whole shebang for you guys. So just be aware, there is a chance to win. There's going to be a chance to win uncut sheets with the booster boxes when you open them and scan that QR code.
So hold on, Jason. Let me real quick. You're telling me not only you're getting cards from the booster packs, but you're also getting a box topper that could be random. Plus, you're also getting a QR code that can give you more items, and you can get discounts and etc. just by getting the box, the basic box. Wow. Correct. Okay. All right. Bet.
And also, just so you guys know, if you win the uncut sheet, you're gonna get the token. You're gonna get the amount of token points. You're gonna get the discount. You're gonna get all that in one if you win, because you win the big shebang on that. So, we are all about giving back. So you know what I mean. We know that it was a hardship for us to get through this process, but the more we can give back, the more for the community to grow. With the more the community knows that we're solid and we're right here. And like soon, I'm gonna send Charlie some video. I'm gonna send. I'm sorry I didn't send it to him earlier. I'm gonna send him a video here in a minute to show you guys, and also I'm gonna send him some pictures and stuff so you can see there's stacks as tall as me of cards printed. So you know there's cards printed. It ain't we're just waiting for word and then you don't see anything. We're gonna show you everything we got, in increments, because there's some that H classified stuff that we have on this phone right here. Woo! It's cold, man.
Just all I gotta say, guys, be patient. Trust me, it's worth the wait. That's it, man. Just
Brandon, what did you think when you saw it? When you saw the H classified, when Brandon saw the H classified, because I showed it to him earlier.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it was awesome. It was amazing. I think with people, I don't think anybody's really seen anything like that. So when they see it, they're gonna be amazed.
Yeah.
Telling you, Jose, you got something to say?
All I could say is the visual effects were
on point.
It blew me away.
Yes. Very, very, very.
And listen, this ain't beyond foil, because we still got beyond foil.
Right.
So that ain't stopping. That's gonna keep growing. So the beyond foil is one aspect of the cards. These other things we're doing to the cards is pretty cool. So
but what's pretty wicked about that too is that we can also do the beyond foil with this wicked method that we're working on. So it's gonna get wild, guys.
Yeah, just hang on to the ride, man. You guys are with a strong team. We got this.
Hang on.
All right, so at this point, just shout out to get back to Moonside for community, finish up part on the community. Shout out to Moonside. Thank you so much for taking the time to show your family and friends how to play the game during the holidays, which is the most important, time when people make the time to get together and stuff like that. So we really appreciate it. And then fulfillment updates, just so you guys know, everything has been printed. So a week and a half ago, all the cards that were non-foil and stuff were all printed. Now just last week was all the cards that are have foil effects were all printed. All the special effect cards that we did were all printed. So right now we're going into the phase where all the cards are getting cut. So this is the part where we're waiting for them to show, to cut, then show. They're going to do their Q&A to make sure everything cuts properly, and get everything situated. But everything is moving smoothly. No issues. Whenever I message the printers, I just asked them requests for 2 things, and how many pictures? I got 40 different examples of samples and stuff like that on my phone when I just ask for a kind of idea of what we're trying to do with the future stuff. And it's crazy because I'm like, Charlie, I can't send you all 40 pictures and videos.
Yeah,
for all these
you gotta
examples at
come
one
by my
time.
house.
It's too much. And we got a lot of things in the works for the future, so stay tuned. The fulfillment on the actual cards for the Kickstarter order, everything's good to go. I should be getting all the mats and everything to my house probably here in the next week, and then we'll have all the mats. As you guys saw, if you're staying tuned, you've already seen Charlie has shown that the dice trays are already in his house and ready. They're already ready to go. Battle dials are already here. Last things to be ordered, because I was confirming, because the same company who's printing our comic books is printing the posters and then the 40 prints of Zip's artwork that he did. He did a hand drawing for someone in the he did a hand drawing for Just 31, and Just 31 allowed us to use that for Zip's print that's going to go to the people that got a certain tier. So it's going to be one of 40 of that. So just be on the lookout. There's some questions in there. I'm gonna let Jose answer those questions. I won't answer those questions. But fulfillment is on its way and moving smoothly. Just so you guys know, last week I had a meeting with Diamond Grade Services. They're another company that does grading services for your cards. They're going to be able to grade all of our cards. In the future, we're going to try to work with them more closely to do some fun stuff with some other things that we have in the works. But that's more later towards the end of next year that we're going to be locking that in. But also the cool thing about working with them is they've invited us to work with them on going to different, different events. They've also, when they're going to do local events in Tampa, because the cool thing is the rep that I deal with, Mr. James Davis, he's also Nerds versus Geeks in Discord. He's actually from Tampa. So the cool thing is him being from Tampa, it all connected. You know what I mean? We love to work with people from Florida, from Tampa. We try to keep it in house. We connect everywhere we can, but it's really cool to connect with somebody who's from our neck of the woods, who grew up around the corner. So working with him is going to be really cool and really fun. And we've already talked about certain things they're going to be doing to actually increase the their outreach. So we might be going to events that they hold in Tampa, so like trade nights and things like that. So just be on the lookout. We'll keep everyone updated when those things occur. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so that's number 4. So we got AGS, Beckett, Diamond Grade Services, and then we have the last one I'm working on was Degree. So Degree, we're just waiting for cards to get in, and Degree is going to be grading some of our cards. They've already graded one of the Saigon Rage cards. So I know they can grade our cards. So four down. As we know that we do have CGC as well. I'm just waiting until we get the new cards in so I can send them some samples and then clarify that they're good to go with that. So just be on the lookout for all that. But we're putting the work in. And then just to round out my part, talking about community, we're at 3,338 people to 4,000 people on Instagram. We're at 456 on Discord. We're trying to hit 500. So we're slow and steady growing. Every week we're increasing. This week was Thanksgiving and stuff like that, so I didn't really want to push the social media as hard. I wanted people to have time with their family and not be pulled away by their phone. I want, but this week coming up, we'll start pushing again. And then I'm also going to be reaching out to a new artist that I think a good amount of people know this artist. I'm reaching out to another artist. I've already talked to her previously, but I'm going to sit down and get the nitty gritty done with her on cost, and just be on the lookout, because I know you guys like art. So we're going to try to mix it up a little bit for the future drop that when we get to Charlie's part, we'll talk about for future releases and things like that. But everything's moving smoothly, guys. Everything's moving beautifully. And that's the end of my part. So I'm going to hand it over to Jose, the third Don Pablo, the sixth on the side.
Chancleta.
Wow.
You wear the sandals with the socks.
Just real quick, we forgot to do a shout out to Sasquatch. Thanks for that sub, bro.
Where you at?
Oh yeah, man. Much love for that.
Much
Yo,
love.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you
my
one thing, B.
friend.
You a sniper. When it comes to people that gives the subs, bro, you snipe it. Like you can catch it immediately, bro. You're gonna have to do some kind of
No, I'm
dance.
trying to. I'm out here just trying to show as much love as possible.
That's
man.
facts.
Yeah,
That's
man.
facts. All right, Mr. Jason, thank you so much for that update, man, on social media network. And I know that you have been busting your butt off with all that stuff, even during turkey time, guys. He's definitely putting in his time, and Jason just doesn't sleep. He's a robot. He's a cyborg from the Dimensional Rift.
I'm a Vanquisher.
Ooh,
The Vanquisher, baby.
It's about to get real in a minute. All right, Mr. Jose, we on to your segment here, Mr. Web
Okay.
and App Updates. Web and App Updates, my man. Let's go ahead and fill our community up with that.
All right.
Magical.
Magic Man here. All right. So let me tell you about what I've been doing this week. This week I've been working on the deck builder. Pretty much what I have to do, or what I've been working with, is a program called Visual Studios Code, to where we can use this program to actually get it to work almost like as an app. So hopefully, if I get everything working right, I can have it working through the website, and also hopefully on the app as well. Thing about this site, and the combination of things that I'm using, is that we actually used this when we first threw out the Alteza. I don't know if you remember, Charlie, back when there was like 2 buttons for the dice, for like 1 dice and then 2 dice.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we had to use this program, this site to actually throw it out there, because I didn't know how to add it to the site. So I'm working on that still. Actually, I was working on it before we even got on, and yeah, I'm still learning, still growing on the development on that. But another cool thing that I've been working on has been, if you actually go to the site, and Charlie, you have to go to the site.
Hold on, is the site up?
The site. Let's go ahead and talk about that too.
Yes, please. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Last week, actually for a day, it was only down for a day, I think. The site was actually down. A lot of things with servers, and actually what I figured out was actually a plugin that was outdated. Not that I could have updated it, because I'm always on the site every day. It was just that they stopped using it on the site. So, oh yeah, hey, you see that, right?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, look at that effect, yo! Y'all seen these little snowballs coming down? That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I made it snow on the site.
Did you say snowballs coming down?
Snowflakes, snowballs, whatever, man. Why you gotta put me out live in front of everybody in the community, though? Why you gotta do that? This could have been a communication we could have had offline.
I just want to make sure there wasn't actual snowballs falling down.
Oh, so in case you weren't missing those. Okay. Snowflakes, guys, to be a little bit more in line of Brandon's preference. And probably everybody else out there.
So yeah, I made it snow on the site. Tis the season to be jolly and holly and jolly.
That's cool, man. That's really cool, Jose.
I did that for you guys. So other than that, on my plate, I'm also looking into the form for the site. Me and Charlie were talking about last week that we were trying to do a type of like a faction, to where people can actually join groups and be part of a faction, so that if something were to happen, we can actually give out points to you guys for participating in that certain group. Further details from Charlie.
So essentially what he's talking about is that, again, we are communicating and doing a bunch of stuff. We usually don't confirm things until we know it works, but essentially what the idea is, when hosting tournaments, again, we've talked about the tokens, or the V coins, or whatever we're classifying it at the current moment. We've talked about these points being, you can gain these points in many different ways. And one of the ways, especially during tournaments and campaigns, is that even if you're not playing in the tournaments, if you're just a collector, if you're just like to watch the gameplay or anything within that nature, or just active in our community, you can actually join faction groups during the campaign wars and support the people within the factions of choice and get points for it. So you can actually get coins, or V points or V coins for just being active with that faction. And every tournament that's being hosted, a player that is part of that faction, for example, if I was to use Kalego, he's part of the Dark Order, but he's Nebulae. So every time Kalego wins, Kalego's getting his points for Kalego the hero. The player in the tournament is getting his points, but then you, for being part of the Dark Order or the Nebulae faction, you'll get additional points too. So everyone's gaining points. So the player that's actually in the tournament is really benefiting from this because he's not only getting, or she is not only getting points for playing in the tournament, but also getting points for being Kalego, the top the hero of the war. And you're also getting points for the Dark Order. So being part of the Dark Order, you'll gain points. So, I mean, we got a lot more details to it, but this is just a general overview, basically what Jose is kind of referencing the builds for.
Yeah, so that's in the works. I'll be communicating with Charlie with that here soon, one day, here, one day, here.
Yeah. Our hands are never tied.
And to go back to the site being down, I did give the gift of giving and gave you guys 10 points each on the site. So
I need to see that. Hold on, I'm about to sign in.
Hi, how you doing, guys? Full effect, big face on screen right now. You see this shirt?
Oh, he is not playing. He actually did. Big ups. Thank you. If you guys have not checked your actual log into our website. You guys did get that boost, man. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate you.
And every day, log in. You get 2 points every time you go in. I know Justin's on that every day. I see him.
I know Justin's probably
every
the number
day.
one contender. We look at this. He's probably got so much points racked up. As soon as we got an item up there, he's already going to be rock steady and set.
So that and about the merch should be up hopefully by the end of today. We'll probably do a more deep dive on all the stuff that we will put up. Because look at Jason. Say something, Jason. Look at that shirt.
Man, they don't know what this is.
They don't know what that is.
What is that?
Oh, it's blinded.
Hold on, it's blind because my face can't unblur.
Guys, that is the original first ever concept comic book cover that I put together before we actually had Zip on board. That was my concept cover book pose thing.
Y'all know how many years I gotta yell at Charlie to be able to do this? He wouldn't let me print this on a shirt, guys. Tell him why he gotta hold on so long. Ask him.
We'll save that topic for another time. That is an ancient design, guys. That is like 2017.
He spilled the beans on everything else except.
Well, no. I'm holding out on it. You better stop it, man. That's strike two, Brandon. You put me out too many times on the stream now. Too many times. Hold on, we got a comment. How else do we get points? Oh man, Too Fluent is definitely wanting. I guess apparently all the options we gave wasn't enough. My man was in other avenues. So Jose, is there any other?
As of right now, how I see it going down will be either once you go into a faction, you probably join, get points, and then you would have to stick into that faction. If not, you would be deducted points until the next time that we do a round of como se dice, faction points and stuff. Yeah, I can deduct points, bro. Ask Justin. He almost got deducted points.
Come on, now. I can't take no points.
That
away.
is disrespectful. Y'all hear this?
No. It's called J Cypher. I do what I want.
Whatever, man. Hey, we are definitely not taking points away. We'll make sure of that.
So,
all right, Mr. Jose, is there anything else that we need to update in our web and app?
Too Fluent's asking, do we get points for buying merch? I mean, I can make that. I think that's
question
that was something we were talking about. Yeah.
Jason and I have been also working on that as being a thing. Unfortunately, there's no retro at the current moment. There's nothing in the system right now that's supporting it. But we definitely do. Again, once we officially roll out the V coin system, yes, we do plan on giving points per purchases as well. Like whether if you get booster packs or starter decks or merch. We do plan on rewarding V coins for that as well, or the credits that we're using for the system. Yes, there'll be other ways to be able to accrue these points, other than playing in tournaments and we're making it available for everybody in our community to be able to accrue these points.
I'll make it happen. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
But you just assured them that you were going to take it away. What do you mean you
You
got
can
them?
take it away.
Gotta
Listen,
stop
guys,
it.
don't worry. And then there's gonna be other stuff that we've been talking about as we keep upgrading the website and doing some things. We're gonna make the website very engaging for other ways where you don't have to buy anything as well to get more points and stuff like that. But just be on the lookout. We're gonna update everybody as that keeps getting updated itself. But we have other stuff that we're gonna implement as well, so that you can get token points still, even just by logging in and maybe doing some other things.
Yeah, because I think currently it's, when you log in daily, you're getting points. So that's one way. Another way is during tournaments. So whenever we host our seasonal tournaments, if you just join a faction, you root for a player, and as the player, think of it like what is it that they do during the football, fantasy football? So think about it similar to that factor where you would root for a player. You can, in our case here, you'll root for a faction as well. And as the factions are doing good from those orders, and as the players are doing good, you're gaining points for that as well, just by being choosing a faction and choosing the hero for those tournaments. And as many heroes are being played out into those tournaments, there'll be bonus points. I mean, we've been talking about things to where the underdog hero that's not being used may get a ×2 boost. So if you did opt to play those heroes, and as they win, they can get a ×2 boost points. But once we have this in detail, we're still kind of refining a few things, making sure that certain systems are working properly, like Jose mentioned, as far as like getting to reward people that are in these groups of choice, to make sure that they can get the points and stuff like that. So Jose's doing a lot of coding and a lot of testing and troubleshooting to make sure these things roll out. So these are just the general ideas that we're coming up with, but just know that yes, there'll be many different ways to get points. All right, Jose, do we have anything else on the web and app?
I think I'm good for today.
All right, my man.
My man.
All right, so without further ado, we're going to move on to the next topic. Here is our, I guess our digital, we got to change that topic here because we still got Tabletop Sim, but I guess apparently we don't only play on Tabletop Sim anymore. We also play on Untapped. So I would say digital gameplay and physical card games updates. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Mr. Brandon, we do got new people in our community that tends to come in. Where can they play this game and get a hold of a dev, like live one-to-one to be able to play? And how can they reach out?
All right, so in order to get your hands on the game, what you're going to need to do is head over to VanquishersTCG.com. And once you're there, you're going to be marveled by what a beautiful website Jose has created. And then once you're done being marveled, you want to register. Once you register, you're going to be able to get your Tabletop Simulator mod. And I think Tabletop is on sale right now. Or I don't know if the sale ended, but like a week ago, it was on sale like 50% off. So
yeah, they always tend to go on sale like
they usually do like around the holidays. They do pretty good sales, but
yeah. So all you got to do is just hit the subscribe button, and you'll immediately get the download pretty much free. You'll be able to play the game into its fullest.
The second way is by registering to the website and then going to our print and play. Print and play is going to give you access to all of our cards. You can go ahead and print those out and play with your best friends, your loved ones,
or your enemies,
strangers, enemies, whoever you want. And then the third way and the new way is using the Untap. And the cool thing about Untap is it's completely free, and you can play with it using mobile. I have played using Untap. It is fun. It is cool. It's a little, because I'm used to tabletop. So
there's a learning curve. There's essentially a learning curve. Yeah, but it's actually pretty intuitive. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory once you understand it. The biggest deal about it right now as we speak is just setting up your decks. There is a learning curve to setting that up, but once your decks are set up, playing is pretty self-explanatory. To set up your deck, you just have to go to create a deck. Once you go in there, make sure you hit custom CCG.
Probably create a walkthrough and put it on the website.
We probably should, so that way I don't have to keep going through these.
Do like a little video or something. It could be me like in a suit talking about how to. Oh,
in a suit. I will pay for that. I will see that. Yes.
I'm glad you're paying.
He says, yes, I'm glad you're paying. So yeah, you guys going ahead and make sure that I just put test CCG, make sure that you're on CCG. There is going to be a code here, guys, that you guys will have to do to get to our cards. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's the way their system works. Once we get enough people playing it on Untap, they are willing to put our actual mod as an actual selectable mod. You won't have to go through this process. But in the meantime, this is how it works. You hit this code here that is :set and equal. So once you do that, :set equal, then you just type out Vanquishers. Almost forgot how to spell that. That's pretty bad, right? And once you hit search, all of our card listings will appear. And it's if you want to view the card, you click, you hover over this little illustration here off to the side, and the card will appear above Brandon's head right there in the little box. But all you'll have to do is you just click the character or anything of choice, you put add to, or you just add to the deck. And once you hit add to deck, it'll start applying them to your decks here. So there goes Veil. If you want to go ahead and start adding his permafrost, go ahead and look for the permafrost. There it is. Then go ahead and add that to the deck, and so on and so forth. And then once you hit save, it'll already have your deck for you. So right here it is on untouched, and then these are the other decks here. So it's pretty good. And the great thing about this method is that it works for PC and mobile phones and tablets. It's a little wonky on tablets though. It's a little weird, but because it's like wants to hybrid between both. But overall, it plays well. So I could literally be on my computer playing with someone on their mobile device, or two mobile devices playing hand to hand. And we've played it several times, tested it several times, and it works really well. First couple times it's kind of weird. Again, there's a learning curve, but once you get past that, it's very intuitive and smooth.
And we're still learning it. We got some ideas and things we might, try to implement. So, just give us time. The more we mess with it, the more we're going to figure it out. And, we always trying to provide a quality product.
Quality and a great experience.
Exactly.
We tend to break through the barriers of our limitations as long as we can understand it. Then we'll modify to make it work, for the gameplay smoothness.
So now, if you're thinking to yourself, man, I just can't find someone to play with, all you got to do is hit me up on Sunday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm available. I'm in a corner hiding in the darkness crying because you haven't hit me up yet. So just hit me up. I'll play with you. I'll teach you how to play. I'm down for webcam. I even have some of the old, I do have the old test decks. So if you want to play even with some of the old test decks, we can do that. I know some people have the old test decks. They just got them and wanted to mess with them. So Sunday nights, I'm always available. But outside of that, hit me up in the Discord. Hit up any other of the devs in the Discord. Hit up, which one is it, Jose? At Playtesters, I think it is.
Yeah, Playtesters.
Yeah, at Playtesters, and there's a whole bunch of people that are usually on at all kinds of times of the day and night. So there's plenty of people out there willing to play if I'm not around, but for sure, Sunday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reach out to me, let me know you're interested in playing, and I will definitely lock you in.
Absolutely. Another way of playing, especially if you're a local, every Tuesdays, which is tomorrow, we go to Nerdy Needs, which is in Brandon, Florida. And we go there between, I'm usually there around 7 o'clock, but, Jason sometimes gets there early, but our community tends to congregate there earlier, like roughly around 5, 6. So you could definitely come on in there, and if you want to play live with a dev, that is another great place, especially, again, like I said, if you're in the local area of Brandon, Florida. Feel free to come on by at our local Nerdy Needs, and we'll be definitely there playing the game every single Tuesday. So we're planning on, again, reaching out to or even spreading ourselves out to other LGSs shortly. Once we start doing our LGS tours and going around to other LGSs that we've been in contact with for a little bit, just to make sure that we can spread our gameplay. Hopefully we can have a set time and schedule to have either some of our Street Team Initiative groups to go in and show up at certain times at certain places, and give them the materials and what they need, for the LGS to be able to support gameplay and etc. So that's another thing that we're working on. But yeah, so there's a few ways that we are committing ourselves. Again, we are dedicating ourselves into the physical parts of the community, and again, Brandon's dedicating a date and time for him because we know that our game has been reaching out to all walks of life from different states, different countries, just different areas, and we want these people to be able to still experience the game to its fullest as well, and set certain times and dates as well to be online to be able to play this game. So again, we appreciate everybody that has been coming to all these events, that's been playing with Brandon, and also leaving feedback. That is very, very, very important, guys. We cannot stress how important the feedback is, because if we don't get feedback, there's nothing for us to improve. There's always something to improve in everything there is, so we don't take things personal. We definitely take the feedback and people that are in our community knows clearly that we take that information, and if it's logical, we'll definitely make the change as long as it doesn't make any effect to future plans of the project. So
and to be honest with you, there's some things out there that sometimes they're just wonky, but us personally, we become comfortable with it, so we don't really see it. But then you have someone new come in, take a fresh eye to it, and you see something that we don't. So
yeah,
there's always room for improvement. There's always room for feedback, and we love it.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the time. Tournaments, again, we're still refining a few things. Tomorrow, believe it or not, I think we're going to actually play test one of the game modes that we've had kind of semi-structured tomorrow at the Nerdy Needs. So again, if you're in the Brandon area, feel free to stop by. We're going to be testing out the Carnage multiplayer game mode. I think we're going to play a game or two. And again, this is not refined. The rules and stuff are not in stone. We're just going to kind of have a little fun with it, play multiplayer, and with what's already scripted, we're going to kind of play it out the way it is and see what adjustments need to be made. And we're just going to have fun tomorrow with that game mode, and we may have a couple of 1v1s going on as well. We've been growing slightly at our LGS. We've been getting pretty steady people coming through and playing the game and having a great time. So yeah, we're going to probably be doing that a little bit different. And I know that Justin came in.
I came in.
He's laying out the law of the land, saying that it's going to be on his birthday. When he comes to the LGS, he expects it to be a straight frost fight. So at first he was dictating that it was the best of the Veil, but now he's allowing Aurora to be part of that fight. So it's going to be the Glacier battle going on over there. So if you guys are definitely in the Brandon area, feel free to stop on by, celebrate one of our community members' birthday, and have a great time with this event.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Charlie.
here we
Y'all
go.
talk about this yet?
Oh,
about this yet?
We haven't even gotten into the
What is
section
this?
here, but yeah, let's talk about that really quickly. What are we looking at?
This is the soundtrack for Vanquishers TCG.
Yeah, you
On
guys
my
need to
Apple
definitely
device.
check that out. We got Vinny
Purchase
Venice,
Apple Music.
Mr. Vinny Venice, that's in our community. Recently dropped the soundtrack for the actual game, man. You guys can listen to, especially the theme music for this State of the Games, and some of the theme music that we've been using for our other videos and marketing advertisements and much more, guys. Check it out, man. Mr. Vinny Venice has been doing his thing, and he's been working very hard on more content for us. So he's doing his thing, guys.
Oh yeah.
And he's been very active in our community too, giving updates as they come, letting you guys know what's going on and what future plans he's working on. So definitely show some love with Mr. Vinny Venice.
Yeah, all that goes to Vinny. We're supporting Vinny. All of us gotten it. A lot of people in the community gotten, so we really appreciate it for Vinny. He's putting in a lot of hard work, and we want to see that he gets back for that. So, you guys love the project, love the work. He's already working on the next EP for the next.
The next
drops.
wave.
So,
Next wave. We're going to talk a little bit about that during this segment too, by the way. So the next wave, he's already working on some stuff. Again, if you guys are actually developers tuning in with us and you just want to kind of add a little bit of zazz to your thing, reach out to Vinny Venice, man. He'll definitely put something together for you guys and your projects, man. He's really good. Oh, yeah. Really, really good. All right, so let's move on to I have rulebook in here. Was there a reason why we had rulebook in here, Brandon? Or was that from last time?
It was updated last week. Yep. I haven't made any changes, but guys, if you've seen the new rule book or the new version, the 1.4 version, you see anything in there that looks iffy, you don't understand, might be a little off, hit us up, let us know, and we'll start working on the next version.
Jose, are they up to date right now?
I don't know. I said, I just come in here and I just put stuff on and stuff like that. Probably not. I probably gotta switch it. No, I think I uploaded it. I just never switched it out.
Guys. So really quick, if you guys want to go in and look at the rules, right here has the
need a Charlie translation.
Yeah. I gotta see.
Hit the complete rules tab here, guys, and over here we'll have the standard rules. So this here's actually the standard rules that comes with the game. It's gonna be a little mini booklet. They will have their pages. I won't go through it through the stream, but just so you guys know, the starter decks will include the actual mini rule book. But the advanced rules, the complete set, is going to be right here. So I guess if you click and download it, wow, you don't download it. It actually opens up as a straight PDF. That's kind of cool.
But I think it's the old one.
Which version is that one?
I think it's the old one. I gotta see.
Oh, that is the old one because I put a new title on the new one.
Yeah, give me a second.
So Jose's slacking, guys.
Hey, I've been
website was
working.
down. He's doing a lot
I've been
of other
working
stuff
on
here, but
diligently stuff,
Wow.
other stuff.
diligently.
Usually I tell everybody to ask you for anything and everything, but not this week.
So I'm glad that we put him on blast during the stream here, but he's definitely going to make sure that he updates it for everybody that has been tuning in. So yeah, the new updated version will be updated, and we'll make sure that we get
November
that to you
6th.
guys. So just, if anything you guys see, the changes that were being made, and I know Brandon made quite a few changes and adjustments, especially on some of the terminology that we had going on with what was it? I think certain cards, how they played out. What was it that was changed?
I made some changes to weapon activation as far as how abilities are used, counterattacks, and some armor. I changed some things on the armor. And what else was it?
Email, right?
Definitely the counterattack and how abilities
durability
are used and how they
too,
proc.
as
I
well.
remember that. Yeah, that was definitely one.
So there was a few things in there. I cleaned it up, added some more information, try to be a little bit more specific. So
okay, so without further ado, tonight we're going to showcase
I guess we did have an update because we did the update last week, but it didn't get updated. So technically
we did have one. It's a good thing that it was still on there then, right? The 1.4. Mr. Jose's on it. Watch, he's loading it up there. 1.4.
I was gonna say, it's probably already done, and
No,
by the time we're done talking trash, it's gonna be done.
That's how we get down over here. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and showcase the actual mats, guys. The mats are the dice trays. I'm sorry. We got the dice trays put together. They are in their packaging. We're gonna showcase them tonight. All the different ones. And oh God, Jesus, that's a little bright. Let there be light. You know what? Let me try it without it because lately I've been doing it without the light, and the actual normal light's been showing it off pretty well. So let me go ahead and go into my cam real quick, guys. So over here we got the dice trays. So those that pre-ordered the dice trays, these are what they're gonna look like. And for those that haven't, I believe there might be a few on hand that will have extra, right? Because we made sure that we were covering people even during the hurricane. We understand and we get it. We want to make sure that we had enough. So these here are going to be some of the dice. Oh yeah, they do look great. Look at the Nebulae one, guys. So they're gonna be in these clamshell casings here. So each dice tray will have here will showcase the geez, I see it's so glossy, guys. It's like glass. Hold on, let me see if maybe I can get it to focus on this. Not me. I'm gonna definitely get myself off the screen. So this here is the Nebulae Rise, and they will say the name of them will be written here of who they belong to, and then of course what the style is. So this one's the Rise series for the dice tray, and the back will have the listings of other type of trays there were, and of course the Kickstarter badge, and then of course the flat, and then when it's assembled into its tray. So each dice tray will also be in their clamshell. So once you pop that open, you'll be able to get your actual dice tray out, and then they'll be secured with their individual bags. That way no fingerprints or nothing of the sort will be on it. And then of course these corners here is what you clip together. And then once you clip them together, it pretty much creates your dice tray. And what this does is it helps mitigates when rolling the dice in combat. Of course, our game is dice rolling heavy. And this here will actually prevent bouncing, allow it to impact on here and absorb the impact, thus noise. I mean, secure your dice and make sure that especially if you're using nice, expensive dice, guys, you want to take care of them, right? You don't want them just banging on all the surfaces and stuff like that. This here will actually help protect your actual dice. Trust me, guys, we are working.
I just get tired of Jason trying to knock my life down every time.
So okay, fine, fair enough. So
I'd be like, I had full life, and then Jason be like, nah, it was half.
I just do it, man. I don't try.
We about to have a dead comment right here. See? Look, this here will make it or break arguments, guys. You don't gotta knock your stuff out. So yeah, it'll actually save and secure your cubes and stuff if you're using those. If you didn't get a battle dial, you'll be able to secure the cubes and stuff that actually comes with it. So yeah, so that's how the trays will be held, and they're great because they also got little hooks here that'll be with the actual clamshells, and then you can actually hang up on your wall if you're using them for display, and so forth. So that one here is the Nebulae Rise. We got the exclusive. Now, guys, this one here is the exclusive one that you were able to only get through the Kickstarter, which was the Allies or Foes. So this here was the matching dice tray for the actual mat that was released pre-Kickstarter. Here, let me take this one out. The other ones y'all kind of see, but this one here was the actual matching one to the...
That was the only way you could get that dice tray for that mat to match. You had to
So
get the
this here is
pre-Kickstarter
the
one.
actual dice tray for the original mat, which I have coiled up here. So for you guys that have the original mat, which we may still even have a few left, the only way to get it was through Kickstarter. So yeah, that's gonna be this piece here. Sorry, guys, I'm moving a little slow. We'll go ahead and just showcase the remainder of the trays here. So this one here is the fan fave. The dev. This is my fave. So I'm the fan fave. So this here is the Saigon's Saigon Are You Balanced dice tray.
Now show them the best dice tray.
This is the best one, bro. You want me to stop now? Want me to just
That's
stop
not
right
the
now?
best one. Show them the best one.
Oh, y'all, when y'all battle me, y'all better know I'm coming correct with Saigon's dice trays, his mat, all the whole nine. Y'all know I'm gonna be Saigoned out. Okay, so unfortunately, this one here is not the fan faves. This one here is probably not the one anyone really cares about, other than that
That's the
probably got the
very
most sales.
That's the cheerleaders come out there
So
like BE.
this one here is our Raskin, guys. So as you can see, it does say the Raskin badge right here, which is in purple. And then here at the very bottom here, it's going to tell you which actual artwork it came from. So it came from the Paralytic Precision card. So, and the backs are all the same from all of them. So they will have the Kickstarter badge here. They'll have the other, you know, tabs that you can check off or whatever you want to do there for your other mats, or dice trays. This one here is the Cybers. If I can get it out. So this one here has Cybers from her, was it Eternal Phalanx, her Eternal Phalanx ability. Uh-oh. We're about to bring the heat.
Oh, there
We
you
got
go.
Solaris's kill box. Dice tray.
It's getting spicy in here, Jose.
And then, of course, we got the Veil Midas in here, guys. So we got the Hyperboreal artwork. And guys, yeah, this looks, if you guys take a good look at these, they're printed phenomenally. And again, my camera shows no justice in comparison when these things are actually in front of your hand. So yeah, there is a entire complete, I'm gonna look like a fool doing this, but I don't care. It's for the community. Pick and choose. Pick and choose, guys. Or if you didn't pick and choose, you got them all coming your way. So the whole sets are here, guys. So they are complete. And I just dropped one, so I know Jose and all of them are gonna be very upset. Brandon, that one's yours.
I always get the hand-me-downs. I'm used to it. That's been my whole.
I'm so disrespectful. That's my fault. Hey, if there is, that was mine. Okay, fine, fair enough. That one would be mine.
You know what was worse was getting hand-me-down clothes and being 6'6".
Oh, we know about that lifestyle, bro. That's welcoming.
I don't know
I always
about
work the freeze.
So just to keep in mind, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. We are assembling all of these from scratch, right? So we're getting the dice trays. We're quality controlling them. We are actually assembling the clamshells. We're putting in the inserts. I mean, we're the ones doing this from beginning to end, guys. So we are making sure that you guys receive top quality stuff. It's not only coming from the manufacturer's quality control, but it's also coming to the devs directly. We want to make sure that you guys are getting, you know, the primo stuff. We want to make sure that the companies that we have selected are indeed doing their part, making sure that they're releasing primo stuff that way before it hits you guys. So there's going to be a lot more during production. When we get into full-on production, when the cards come in, we are going to live stream it. Right, we're gonna live stream for a few days, and it may be through Discord. We may not do it through our Twitch channel. We're gonna do it through Discord, so that way we can probably live talk with people and the whole nine while we're working, creating our assembly line. It'll probably most likely happen here in the studio, and you know we'll set the camera up to where you guys can see us as we're working. So just so you guys know, once the cards hit our area here, we're gonna be muscling and hustling and bustling.
Oh, they want the Taka match, bro.
Taka mats. Ooh, wee. That might be the exclusive 2.0. You know, we've been working hard, guys, and I know we've been talking a whole lot about the next series, etc. Look, you guys haven't even gotten the first set yet. That is still coming, but we have been working very diligently, right, Jose?
Diligently.
We have been working very diligently on the next set into completion. Now, we have told you guys we are already written down on paper, set for like 4 sets. No lie. So we already like 4 sets ahead of the concepts, but we have already started working on the next set completely. That's coming out, and that's the supply drop and the ARC series, which is going to probably change a little bit. The name itself. I know Jason and I are looking into the other terms, but just know it's going to be ARC class. So it's going to be the class introducing the new energy class types, the new abilities and their synergy, etc. So with that being said, I'm going to actually tonight show one of the cards that are part of the set of the supply drop series, but this will also be part of the ARC series.
Yeah,
Okay.
so while you pulling that, let me preface this so everybody knows. So the way our supply drops are working, the first one that's going to come out is the anniversary edition. So there's going to be some really special stuff in that setup for that drop. But the way that these things work are stuff from our old set, our original set of 150 set card. There's going to be cards that weren't foiled in the original 150 cards that are going to be in the supply drop that are going to be foiled, or they're going to be all art reskins. We use the term reskin because it's just like our game is just like a FPS in a sense. So when you pick up the same rifle or weapon you're using in a game, but it's a different skin on it, or you can make your loadout look a certain camouflage and stuff like that. That's the same kind of emphasis that we're running when we say reskin or all art. But then on top of that, you're going to also get early access in those supply drops to get early access to stuff that's coming out in the next set. So with the ARC set coming out as the next big set release, there could be some cards. Well, there's going to be some cards that are going to open up the doors to that set in the supply drop between. So what happens is you get a sample of
The
what
next
we've already
sets.
put out with it, like say for instance, you like the mini Phoenix and it's not been foiled. There's going to be a foiled version that could come out in the supply drop in between these sets. But then for instance, the next set that's coming out, you get an early access to something that we're putting in that set, and vice versa. So it's basically like you get an in between. I look at it like you get the hors d'oeuvres before the entree, right? So you're getting your hors d'oeuvres, you're getting little special pieces. You're getting your mozzarella sticks, whatever you like. You like salsa and chips.
I like salsas and chips.
I know you like salsa, but but that's kind of the preface of what we're doing between our sets. So it's ongoing. It's on, like, for instance, people have asked for foiled versions of ammo cards. You never know. That could be something that you see in a supply drop. It gives you the ability to Gucci out your set.
Hold on, Blue's Clues. You're leaving a lot of paw prints, but I like that.
It gives you a lot of ability to Gucci out your set if you like to have a Gucci set, and who doesn't like cards that have a little bit more rarity.
So these cards essentially are going to be done up differently from the original set series. So even the ones from the ARC series that are coming out in this set, when it comes out for the ARC series, it's going to be different. So it'll be reskinned. It'll probably, it may not be foiled. It may be foiled from the ARC set. You won't know. Right. So again, the supply drops, what we plan on doing is that when those supply drop sets come, that's going to be a one-time print, and that's done. So you're going to essentially get the previous set and some of the new upcoming set cards. And then when that new upcoming set, you've had early access to get these cards early. Then when that set drops, it's still going to be a different chase because it's going to be either printed differently, skinned differently, or foiled completely differently. So that's kind of the goal and the stuff that we're doing here. It's been something that we've always liked doing in video games and things within that nature. So we decided to kind of adopt that and bring that into this game mode. So, or not into this game mode, into the next series in between while we're building to the next set. So that was kind of a little overview of what Mr. Jason was talking of. So without further ado here, let's go ahead and talk about, just so we could showcase you guys that we are definitely working on the next sets, the next series. So this one here is definitely a card that's coming out in the supply drop, but it's also going to be in the ARC set. So just, again, keep this, like I said, in mind. Note that our Nebulae heroes, when they came out, they didn't have abilities. So there's a high possibility that the abilities might be in a supply drop ability. I mean, you don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. But let's go ahead and showcase this real quick. Was that a whole lot of abilities? Did I do a little too much? All right, so we're going to quickly showcase the one card. Now, again, take this with a grain of salt. The artwork is finalized, I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. But as far as the term of the card, the stats of the card, please don't. It's subject to change, right? So I have not sat down in the department of Brandon, which he's definitely the grammatic guy, making sure that the terminology makes sense, make sure it reflects, no balance issues are off. We have not put this in play yet, but when we do set it through, we'll probably end up doing a testing battlegrounds. And for those that wants to go in and test it out with a couple other character cards. So this here is the Dark Immorality, which that might change. Honestly, I'm thinking more Quick Strike. I like Quick Strike. So it may be Quick Strike. The Dark Immorality is just kind of something that we impulsively put together just to kind of make sure that we had the showcase before we get it in. But
Dang, why you showing that one, Charlie?
Well, hey, listen, it was the one that I had.
Why are you showing that?
If I show the Heat one, I don't know. I think we might have all the supply drops gone overnight. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
That card got a real aggressive face on it. It's scary.
Yes, this character means business. I'm talking button your shirt straight. Now, if for those that have not had the opportunity of playing with Caligo, this is his signature ability. For those that have been in our game, playing our game, they know that each hero has a unique ability. So, Caligo, we started playing a little bit on his high defense capabilities, right? So, and again, he's very squishy. So once that shield gets dropped and wiped out, it is checkmate for Caligo. Trust me, I know I play him, and he can get wiped off the map pretty easily. But this unique ability card, that is his ability, will allow him to get that upper advantage when his shield is completely gone. So really quick, I'm going to review the card, the concept of it. Again, things are subject to change. This may not be the final, but then again, it may be. I mean, we don't know. We're still working on things. It will be a Rift card, so we'll be able to remain active into the field for the remainder of the fight once it's out in the field. So this card is played faced up. Add 1 life damage to each weapon when your shield is at 0. Guys, this is like huge in this game. So if you have not played our game, spend a little bit of time and you'll know how viable, how important it is to keep your life up. So this character is going to be able to add 1 additional life damage to each of his weapons in the field. And then if he has his equalizer, which is his hero item, it'll add an additional life damage. So when his shield, if Caligo gets to a point where he's down shields completely and straight into life, for those that know Caligo, he only has 16 life points. 16. That is like bare minimum. That's below. I think he's the lowest life point character in the game. I think he has the lowest shields in the game, but his evasion's very high, so he's kind of difficult to hit. So if he wanted to play that clutch and stay with no shields, but potentially can get wiped off on his next turn, he's going to dish out a whole lot of damage. So there's a lot of workaround that can be played with this card. Keep in mind, all the Nebula heroes did not come out with an ability. This here is just a showcase, guys. When we are working on it, just know we are about 75% done with the supply drop. I'm going to throw that up there. About 75%. So we are working on that, as well as making sure that we're making the quota for you guys to get your sets for the first series out while we're working on the next series. So we are working very hard and diligently. Guys, again, we're on overhaul. We've gotten back in touch with Mr. Hakeem. We got some beautiful art coming from him. Jason just mentioned that he's reaching out with another illustrator. We are doing some stuff, and we're making movements with this set series, and hopefully all the stuff can get combined, that we get it all together. But we'll be updating you guys as we're doing these things and as we're getting them up and unfolded. We're going to get these stuff updated. So that's what State of the Game is for. That's why we love doing State of the Game. We appreciate everybody that tunes in during State of the Game. Leaving comments, feedback is very important, again, for growth of the game and the project, and for us to know what the community is thinking. It's very important because we're playing the game too. And like Brandon mentioned, there could be things in the rules that, to us, we see it every day. We're playing it every day, so it makes sense to us. But the goal is to get it to new people, which, again, thank you, Moonside, for playing this game with experienced card game players, and also letting them play the game brand new, because then they can give corrective criticism or feedback that'll help improve this for newcomers. Because we got to make this, again, we focus on gameplay first before we did any of the artwork. I'm going to be brutally honest. And we feel we have a great foundation of a game. And again, like I mentioned before, it can always be adjusted. It can always be tweaked. I'm always catching Brandon tweaking things with the rules, and then most of it's like grammatic things or terminology that just needs to be a bit more specific. So your voice matters, guys, and we're listening. And if you're new to our community, Ask anybody in our community, they'll vouch for that. Like, we definitely listen, we do make the moves, and again, if we can't, we're very we'll let you know justifications why for the most part, and usually it's because of other set game modes that we have planned out for our project. So, do we have any question, comments before we close out tonight's State of the Game? Mr. Brandon, Jose, Jason, do we have anything else we need to bring up? Is there anything else to top out?
No, I think we're pretty good.
I don't know if any of you are showing up late. You know, you need to go ahead and hit that bell icon. Stay notified.
Is that the same icon that you were hitting Jason with?
Yeah. You don't want to be like Jason and just show up out of nowhere, like super late.
No, it's called fashionably late. Look at it. Fashionably late.
I like it. So yeah, make sure you hit that bell icon so you can stay notified. We drop in episodes every Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we've been going strong for how many years now?
Ooh, 2, 3?
Two
Easy.
now.
Sure, I think we're about to go on 3 when the ball drops.
I think we're about to go on 30, yeah.
I did not showcase on the actual card really quickly.
Yeah.
Is the new icon. So there will be an icon here at the bottom. It looks kind of like a chest. I don't know if you guys can see that. That there is going to be the new icon for the supply drop. So you'll know this came from the supply drop series, and these will end up having numbers afterwards to know which set series supply drop it came from. So
I need a chest that looks like the Legend of Zelda, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
Charlie.
Yo.
Check your Discord. I sent you something so you can show everybody.
Oh, hold on. We did have some more stuff. Hold on, guys. Hold on. But wait, there's more.
One last thing before we go.
Hold on. Let me double check our Discord really quickly, guys. Make sure I can get all this pulled up.
Surprise.
And if you guys are going on
and
a
the
long
people
drive
that tuned out. Yeah, I don't see anything on my Discord.
or doing anything with your phones, just want to listen to us. We are also on Spotify. We are on Google. We are on iHeartRadio. So every episode will be downloaded or not downloaded, but uploaded on hopefully by tomorrow. So, or the next day, you know what I mean?
So like you're on delay right now?
I am delay. I am the delay.
You are the delay.
You got it, Charlie?
Yeah, I got it now. Hold on, guys. I got a little something to show you guys. Mr. Jason wants to. I don't know if you want to commentate on it or whatever you're doing.
Let's pull it up and let it play and put it on repeat. And if anyone has any questions,
Oh, it is on repeat. All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and get this going.
Here y'all go.
What is this?
Brandon ain't even seen this yet.
A little bit of content, guys. Ooh, look at them! Look at them spectrals up there, guys. Them spectral
How many
grenades.
foils did you guys want, man? Y'all tell me.
Oh, hold on. Look at that. I just saw a car. Oh, I just seen Ian's vortex. Okay. Actually, I don't think I've seen this myself. This is actually eye candy on my part. Oh, look at that Calico there at the bottom. Oh, look at them nebulized at the very bottom right corner. Y'all saw that? And I think their hero items were there.
Oh, in the background, you see the background, Charlie? It's piles, man.
Hold on. Let me see if I can freeze frame that. Where was that at? All right, I'm seeing all this stuff here. I feel like I'm doing one of those like videos when you're trying to unfold all the hidden features and stuff like that.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
definitely see the cards back there. Oh, there's the comic cards, beautifully drawn by Zip. Oh, and I even see Carlos on there. All the crimson edges.
We're gonna make sure you guys know stuff's printed, stuff is getting done. Like, we're not playing around. We're not giving y'all half a story. We're giving y'all the full movie right now. You're seeing it in a theater near you.
Them spectral grenades, guys. That's a really nice card, guys. So yeah, again, we appreciate all you guys tuning in with us tonight. We really appreciate you guys more than you guys would know. Okay, time is the most valuable thing in the world, and we appreciate you guys sharing that with us. Or a little bit of that with us, right? So we don't want to take up any more of your time. We still got a lot of work that we're working on ourselves. But if you guys are watching this on a later date, feel free to leave a message on the actual video. We will reply. We will comment back. Or if you just come straight to our Discord and chat with us, we're there live actively. We're almost like texting us directly and with our community. So yeah. Without any further ado, we appreciate you guys. And until the next State of the Game with much more updates that we're going to have. Vanquishers
Much more. much more. Out.
We are OU Tizzle.
Vanquishers out.
Out.
Vanquishers out.